Hello, welcome to La Excellence. Our first issue is protest by parliamentarians. Parliamentarians in the recent Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they have protested and they said government is not allowing for the debate on the important issues. Government said parliament is for debate and discussion, but the opposition party is not allowing for the functioning of it. They are just concerned about the optics. They are not serious about the legislative process. That's the argument of ruling party. In this context, contentious protests and adjournment, continuous protests and adjournments happened. Accusations of manhandling by the opposition parties was there. But ultimately, it's the dignity of the decorum of the House that needs to be protected. Politics and the political games in the House of the Parliament, in the Houses of the Parliament, they need to consider this fact that Parliament as an institution has long history and its dignity and decorum is important. The members should be acting in that particular spirit. Next issue is Afghanistan's crisis. Taliban has captured important cities of Afghanistan. Afghanistan's elected government was ready to share the power. But then, when the Taliban are in a position to control every part of the country, why will they be ready to share the power? They are not agreeing for that. Now, USA says Afghans should protect themselves. So, this has been severely criticized. It is abdicating its moral responsibility. When it came in 2001, Talibans were in power. Now again, when it is leaving, Talibans are in power. And the country is in much worse state as compared to 2001. In that context, why can't West and the USA, they take the moral responsibility for this? That's the question. Next issue is GSLV F10 launch fails. GSLV, that is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. This GSLV has 3 stages. First stage consisting of solid engine, second stage liquid engine, third stage cryogenic stage. Cryogenic means liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The liquid hydrogen is the fuel, liquid oxygen is the oxidizer. These two are used and these two are liquidated at very, very low temperatures. That's why these fuels are known as cryogenic fuels. So in the recent GSLV launch, the third stage ignition failed. That means first stage, second stage performed well, third stage ignition failed. So it could not place the Earth observation satellite in the geo transfer orbit. This mission is to place the EOS-03 in the ZTO. This cryogenic engine, which we imported from Russia, this failed. So we have another one, that is GSLV Mark III launch vehicle, which uses indigenous cryogenic engine. This one, the failed one as of now, is Russia's cryogenic engine. Now ISRO should be open to criticism. It should share both successes and failures with equal zeal. So objective of this EOS-03 is to provide for real-time imaging of large areas of the planet. It monitors the natural disasters from the position. It observes the natural disasters, cyclones, cloudbursts, thunderstorms, etc. Generally, EOS satellites, Earth observation satellites, are placed in the low Earth orbit. But if we want to observe the Earth's surface continuously, we will place it in the geostationary orbit. To place in the geostationary orbit, we use the launch vehicle and first we place in the geotransfer orbit. From that too, we transfer it to geostationary orbit. In this case, as the third stage failed, we were unable to place the EOS in the orbit. Next issue is Kinnaur landslips. In Himachal Pradesh, Kinnaur is a district very, very sensitive to landslides. So, as per the landslide hazard zonation map of India, 70% of entire Himalayan state has high risk of landslides and 14% has severe to very severe risk. Himachal Pradesh, as we know, as it is located in the Himalayan region, earthquakes are more frequent because Himalayas are young fold mountains. So because of young geology and active tectonic movement, this region receives high seismicity. High seismicity is one of the reasons for increased intensity of the landslide. Second one is developmental model that the state is following. We know that region is sensitive, but then there are many young rivers. which, if tapped, can produce large scale hydroelectricity. That's why many large hydro projects are built, which has led to instability in the slope regions, so mountain slopes. And then for infrastructure, roads, etc., we have cut down the slope. These all things, all these three things, they made this region more vulnerable. Along with that, whenever there is heavy rainfall and cloudbursts, this is bound to lead to heavy landslides. That is what has happened in Kinnur. 1. Young geology. 2. Development model. 3. The recent heavy rainfall and cloudbursts. These things, they led to landslides or landslips in Himachal Pradesh. In this context, going for structural measures and non-structural structural measures like slope strengthening, base building retention walls, etc. Non-structural measures like hazard zonation, rehabilitation from the highly sensitive zones, these things needs to be done. Next issue is Al Muhaid Al Hindi. This is the first India-Saudi Arabia joint navy exercise. For the first time, India and Saudi Arabia participated in the joint navy exercise. The name is Al Muhaid Al Hindi. Next, let us understand the editorials. Joint survey on tigers and elephants. Tigers and elephants both are migratory species only. That means they are not sedentary. They can't stay in a single place. They move from one place to another place in search of food. In case of tigers, it's for prey. In case of elephants, it's for green pastures and green trees. So they move from one place to another place. Now, 90% of the areas occupied by elephants and tigers, they converge. That means wherever we find elephants, there we can find tigers too. So in this context, why can't we have a common survey? For once in every 4 years, we conduct tiger survey. Similarly, once in 5 years, we conduct elephant survey. Why can't we combine both? Elephant surveys are generally conducted by the states. Tiger survey is conducted by NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority. That's a central government agency. Now, why can't we combine both? As Asian elephants are in the endangered list, they need high protection. So if we can have combined survey, it can save time and it can save the cost too. That's why Ministry of Environment is planning for joint survey of tigers and elephants. Next issue is India's educational emergency. What is this educational emergency? In the past 1.5 years, many students have lost the formal learning. So in case of education, health, livelihood, these are all the areas which got impacted. True. But in the field of education, disproportionate impact is there on especially rural and marginalized children. Because, see, if there are in-person schools, 56% of children in India, they go to government schools. So in-person schools, if they open, children can go to the schools. But then now we have online classes. Online classes are not available to everyone. There are digital divides existing. Hybrid model where online and offline learning combination is there. There also there are problems. In this context, in-person learning should be there. Bridge courses needs to be done. Bridge courses needs to be there. Let's say a child who did not attend online classes last year, how can she or he cope up with the new classes? So that's where bridge courses needs to be there. Next one is functioning of the parliament. If we observe the functioning of the recent monsoon session of the parliament, Lok Sabha has worked just 19% of its originally scheduled time, and Rajya Sabha for 26%. What happened to the remaining time? It's all went on vain in protests. So many crucial bills passed without adequate discussion. They are not referred to Parliamentary Standing Committee. Question hour hardly worked. In this context, debates and discussions in Rajya Sabha, none in Lok Sabha on policy issues. Large supplementary budget was passed in less than 10 minutes discussion. That means without proper discussion, financial related issues are passed, many crucial bills are passed. They're not referred to Parliamentary Standing Committee. These are all the issues. Parliamentary system is for checks and balances. Yes or no? Legislature maintains the checks over the executive. But if Parliament is not functioning well, if Parliament is not questioning, then this kind of checks and balances, the entire spirit of parliamentary system goes in vain. So parliamentary functioning needs to be there. Debate and discussion should be the spirit of the parliament. Finally, India's Olympic performance. So India has got seven Olympic medals this time. So better coaches, state-of-the-art infrastructure, supportive ecosystem, catch them young policy. Catch them young means talent needs to be identified at the young stage and they need to be given training in that particular field. These can better the performance of India. India is the second largest populous country, but we have very, very less medal tally. We have enough talent, we have enough diversity of sports. But in this context, if we observe the Haryana, Punjab, and northeastern states, they are the major contributors of the medals. So in this context, promoting the spirit of sports, building that supportive ecosystem needs to be there. Then only performance in not just Olympics, in all kinds of sports, and this can be bettered when we build state of the art infrastructure, when we provide supportive systems, these things. All the best. Thank you very much.